Okay, we need to purchase a laptop bag for our 15-inch laptop. The only problem is we don't have our laptop, and it would be frustrating to buy a bag only to realize that our laptop doesn't quite fit. That would be frustrating. So we recall laptop computers are measured according to the diagonals of their screens. So let's go ahead and draw a picture of our laptop. And you remember your 15-inch laptop has a screen that is 7 inches tall. How wide is the screen? So we're looking for the width here. Now notice it says they're measured according to the diagonal. So if it's a 15-inch laptop, that tells us that's the diagonal length. The diagonal length would be 15. And if that height is 7, this height over here is also 7. Well, I'm looking here, I know this is a rectangle, so this would be a right angle here, and it looks like I've got a right triangle. So when I have a right triangle and I don't know two side lengths, what theorem can I use to find the third length? Hopefully you're thinking the Pythagorean Theorem, or a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And so what we're going to do, I like to always first find which one is the hypotenuse. Well, we know the hypotenuse is opposite of the 90-degree angle. It's one not touching it, and so that would be 15. So we'll put in 15 squared for C. A and B, they're interchangeable, so we can put 7 squared plus W squared. Since we're adding them together there, it doesn't matter the order. So next we need to solve by order of operations. We need to solve for W. So first, let's go ahead and do the exponents. So 7 squared is 7 times 7, or 49, plus W squared equals 15 squared, or 225. We want to solve for W, so we'll subtract 49 from each side. Okay, so we get, let's borrow here, 15 minus 9 is 6. We can't do 1 minus 4, so we'll borrow again. 11 minus 4 is 7, and then 1, there we just have 176. So now we have W squared equals 176. Now if we do this in a calculator, I'm guessing, I haven't actually done it yet, but I'm guessing we're going to get a decimal answer, and that's because of the way they told us to write these two answers. Notice they want the exact answer. When it's asking for the exact answer, that means it's written as a simplified radical. And then approximate is a decimal answer. And the reason is that oftentimes decimal answers are repeating, and so we can't write down a repeating number forever. And so we call that an approximate answer when it's a decimal. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's find our decimal answer first. So square root of 176. We get, and let's see, it wants it rounded to 2 decimal places. So I got 13.26649, and then it doesn't matter. So if I want it rounded to 2 decimal places, there's my cutoff. So this 6 is going to decide if this other 6 goes up or stays the same. Well, it's going to go up. So our approximate answer then is going to be 13.27. Okay? Now we need to find the exact answer, which is a simplified radical. So I'm going to bring this 176 over here, and we're going to factor it. So 176, let's do 176 divided by 2, because I know that's an even number. Off the top of my head, I don't know a lot of factors of that, so I just had to start there. So 2 and 88. And lucky enough, 88, we can recognize some there, right? 88 I know is going to be 8 and 11. 11 doesn't have any more factors, but 8 I can go 2 and 4, and then 2 and 2. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, oh, I kind of skipped a step. The reason I'm doing this is because we're going to have to find W, we have to square root each side. Okay, so we had W equals, we got that 13.27. And now I'm going to write all of these factors that multiply to be 176. So we've got 2 that's hanging there. This 2 is hanging these 2's and the 11. So it's the product of primes. Now, if you're not sure that you did it right, if you're not confident that you're factoring it right, you can always do a quick multiplication, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 11, and make sure it does equal 176. Okay, so when we simplify, since it's a square root, we're going to do a 2 for 1. If we have 2 2's, that'll give me 1 2 out front. Oops, it's not letting me write down there. I have 2 more 2's, so I can do another 2 out front, which will be multiplied. The 11 doesn't match up with anything, so it'll just be 11 on the inside. So let's simplify that. 2 times 2 is 4, and then square root of 11. Now, what's nice is if you want to check yourself, you can also do 4 times, I'm just going to check it, square root of 11, and make sure it does come out to that 13.27, which it does. So that tells us we've got the correct answers there. So this one, there's kind of a few steps in this problem, but you can do it. Just take it step by step, draw yourself a picture, and you'll get it figured out. Reach out if you're confused on this one.